Ready? Man, it is bright. Can you guys see me? I hope so. All right, so look. Oh, this is not in frame. Hold on a second. Let me show you. They smell fantastic. They say vegan, and I know this is gonna sound funny, but they smell buttery. It's a good smell. It's a very good smell. They're a little bit darker than, I'm gonna compare them to Sweet Loren's. Those are the ones that I usually get. I love those because you could eat those raw. So what I usually do is I'll get vegan vanilla ice cream, chop it up. Well, not chop up the ice cream. Chop up the cookie dough, and I toss it into the ice cream, and then I throw in some other stuff like ice cream cone, like a sugar ice cream cone that's vegan. There's a lot of vegan ice cream cones, sugar ice cream cones. So anyways, listen, I got this over at Mariano's. This is their brand. It's a Simple Truth one, free from unwanted ingredients, no artificial free. Just be patient. That's all I ask. They'll come out eventually. They'll come out. No artificial flavors, no artificial colors. It's gluten-free chocolate chip cookie dough. Place and bake. Heat and eat, allergen-free, vegan, non-GMO, non-dairy. Do not eat raw. There's 12 of them in here, which is exactly the same as Sweet Loren's. And for each cookie is 120 calories, which is exactly the same as Sweet Loren's, okay? Yeah, I'm ready to eat. I am ready to eat. All right, ready, set. So Sweet Loren's mentions, like, if you want them to be a little bit more crispier, this is how much longer you put in the oven. If you want them more chewy, this is how much longer or shorter you put them in the oven. So, but this one doesn't say any of that, but it's okay. Yeah. All right. I'm looking for a ooey gooey chewy one. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but anyways. So that's nice. That's very nice. Oh no, it's a little bit darker at the bottom. Okay, ready, set, cheers. Oat flour, chickpea flour, tapioca flour, brown sugar, chocolate. Okay. Right away, I'm going to tell you that they are not as sweet as Sweet Loren's cookies. And Sweet Loren's cookies, they taste like chocolate chip cookies. They do. You could bite into that raw. Let's just talk about it raw really quickly. You could bite into that raw and it resembles the Nestle Toll House, or Pillsbury raw cookie dough. That's what I grew up with, right? And even when they bake, they smell like that. This is, one more time, they're sweet, but not too sugary. Just so you know. This one, it is really holding back on the sweetness. It's falling flat. It's falling flat from being a chocolate chip cookie. So, now hold on a sec. Just give me a second. This is gonna be a no for me. It is. It's gonna be a no for me. Like I said, let me try just the chocolate chip. No, it's falling flat of the cookie, the chocolate chip cookie sweetness that you'll always come across on a good chocolate chip cookie, right? You ever see that boy who calls it chalaka chip? Do you want a chalaka chip cookie? The cutest. If you haven't seen it, it is the cutest video. He's like, you want a chalaka? And then his tongue comes out. You want a chalaka chip cookie? And his dad or whoever is filming is like, chalaka chip? I think I'm going to start saying it that way. Listen, no, I would never buy these chalaka chip cookies again. I am going to stick to sweet, I was about to say Lorraine. Sweet Lawrence. Lorraine is a name I've only heard one time and one time in my life. I've never met a Lauren before. I've never had a student named Lauren. I've never worked with a Lauren. Lorraine keeps on popping up in my head, and I think I may have called it Sweet Lorraine's before in another video or several others. I'm sorry. I know how to spell. I know how to read. But Lorraine keeps on popping in my head because do you guys remember that episode? If you guys have ever watched Roseanne, and there is an episode where DJ brings home a dog, and it's his friend's Kenny's, right? So Roseanne's like, does Kenny know you took his dog? Or Kenny's mom know you took his dog? And he's like, she's the one who gave me the dog food. And so Kenny's mom's name was Lorraine. So that towards the end, when Roseanne saw that Lorraine wasn't picking up her dog, she ended up threatening her and said that, you know, she's going to end up shoving a skanky dog down her throat. But anyways, if my sister's watching this, she's not going to say, how do you remember all this? She's going to say, why do you remember all this? I don't know. Perhaps I've seen that show, that one episode, several times. And I have a memory of an elephant, guys. I do. I really, really do. Listen, I'm done with the name. I'm done with these cookies. I'm going to stick to Sweet Lawrence and call it a day. But got a question for you before I exit. What is your favorite vegan chocolate chip cookie? Is it, by the way, do you like it chewy? Do you like it crunchy? How do you like it? I like mine chewy. I do. I really, really do. I love mine chewy. I love when they're chewy and you put them in the microwave just for a little bit and they get even softer. Like Lenny and Larry's. Lenny and Larry's chocolate chip protein cookies, they taste better when they're in the microwave just for a few seconds, and then you down it with some oat milk or whatever milk you want to use. Is there anything better than a chalaka chip cookie? No. But I'm going to see you again in another video. That's for damn sure. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you next week.
Ooh. What the heck, man? You're in my spot. Are you making sure my laptop updates?